Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com on Wednesday, December 2nd. And I want to take a walk down memory lane here with Gamestop, Mentor, and Nordstrom's. And here's why. Because if you've been on this chart of the day, video, email, list, whatever, for a while, then you know that I was talking about these, what I call slam plays. You can call them whatever you want. How when a stock goes way down below, and by the way, members, the strategy session's a little bit longer than usual, but I've put in what I believe are some really, really key trading concepts for you in trading, let's just say, excursions away from key moving averages. I'm going to make you money. It's a little bit longer than usual, but you're going to learn some things that you absolutely need to know if you want to succeed. If you don't mind giving your money away, then skip tonight's video. It's too long and there are too many things that you have to think about. So use the fast version. Okay, back on track here. So the point is, I was talking about like buying GameStop and we talked about this in the forum on this day. You buy this stock when it snaps down after earnings and then keep a stop just below that level, but don't expect this. You have to just ride the horse knowing that it's only going to take you so far. And so we went through this in a chart of the day video. This type of thing where you're buying it during the day there, and then at some point you want to be selling, because there was a reason why the stock gapped down so far. And with all these folks that bought, well, let's just say up here, they're all losing money. And so the closer the stock comes to where they were losing money, the closer the stock comes to that point where they're going to say, you know what, get me out of this thing. If I could just get my money back, I promise I'll never ever trade again. And then the stock starts drifting down. So you take this for what it is. We looked at Nordstrom as well. For the same type of deal, you get this big massive sell-off. Look how far below the 50 and the 200-day moving average this was. It could almost not help itself. It had to trade higher, unless they were going to do away with the men's half-yearly sale, in which case I would never have any close. Trust me, that's not a good thing. So anyway, this was another thing where the stock gaps down. You buy this. Once you see that there's some kind of support there, you put your stop just a little bit below support. You ride this thing up. Here's a little tip. As soon as the stock starts making, as soon as the stock ceases to print higher intraday lows, that's when you want to start looking for the exits. You can see we just look at that principle, and I'm giving you pearls here, so pay attention. I didn't make this stuff up. It's just the way stocks trade. Also, and Larry Williams told me this one time. But you look at this. There's the low, higher low. Oh my gosh, red box, got to get out of this stock. No, higher low versus that one. And then the next day, higher low. Oh, a doji. Oh, got to get out now. Not so fast. Higher low. And then this one, oh my gosh, look at this. This is actually a tombstone doji. If only this was a little bit higher here. So I got to get out. Well, no, higher low. Okay, oh, well, this is the first lower low. You got to get out. Well, maybe, but it did close higher, didn't it? But you start to kind of look for the exits. So you say, well, I think I'm going to have a little trailing stop right around here. By the way, higher low still. Finally, oh, here's a lower low. So now we got these two spinning tops in a row right here. Now we're looking for the exits, and then we get our exit right here. Now, Nordstrom could trade up at 65 bucks, and you'll say like, well, shoot, that was stupid for me to sell the stock. No, because that was not your trade. Your trade was buying a deeply oversold stock, riding it up until the stock tells you that it's time to exit. So you're buying the stock, buy it in the middle of the day at 52 bucks. You want to be sure. Okay, and then you sell it up here at 57 bucks or so, 56, 61. Do that again every day or every time, every week or two. That's good money, I'm telling you. Then the last one here, Mentor. Same type of thing here. I talked about this. I won't go through the whole thing in deep. Well, yeah, I will actually. So the stock trades down, gaps down on really bad earnings. Oh, well, Dan, shoot, if I'd bought the stock here, I'd have lost my asterisk. Yeah, but I'm not saying you buy the stock at the open when it gaps. I'm saying you buy the stock when it's showing you evidence that somebody else is buying it before you. We didn't see that here. But so here, the following day, you see this, oh, it's a reversal. I'm going to buy this stock right here. Okay, you can buy that stock, but just don't ask too much of it. The stock didn't even get back to this high before it started selling off again. I kind of doubt that the stock's going to go to new lows, but would you want to buy it? No. And by the way, note the intraday lows. Higher low, higher low, higher low still. Now we get a lower low, actually and a lower high as well. So these are just different stocks. There are different ways that you can look at them, but it's the same trade, and that is trading an oversold bounce, trading a rubber band that's stretched so far that it has to come back. Here, that rubber band wasn't too tight. Nordstrom, a little bit tighter. Gamestop, a lot tighter. So anyway, I hope this helps members get over to the strategy session and take some notes. Okay. By the way, if you're one of the few, there's probably 2 or 3 of you that have not joined Stock Market Mentor to see what we're doing. I want you to make that trade. Okay. It's a free 30-day trial. Gary says, well, you don't even have to mention it because we got a boatload of new members for our cyber holidays or Black Friday, blah, blah, blah. So you don't even have to mention it because I don't think anybody else is out there that hasn't signed up. I beg to differ, so we'll see who's going to be right, me or him. You choose.